I just want to start by thanking all the healthcare providers, frontline responders, people working in stores, all the people making it possible for us to be safe right now. And I want to thank Martha for having us do the Story Slam online so that we can do our part by keeping communities safe by staying home. So when I was 22, I had a bleached mohawk, I wore big baggy overalls and Doc Marten boots, and I camped outside a United States military base in England called Greenham Common, along with a bunch of other women who were there to protest nuclear war. It was 1984, so it was the height of the Cold War, and the women would break into the base all the time to spray paint peace messages on the planes or dance on the silos that housed the cruise missiles that were poised to start a nuclear war with the Soviet Union at any moment. Whenever they did these actions, the women seemed to have a brilliant time. But the first time I did an action, I was held at gunpoint by soldiers who put guns to my head, made me lie on the ground spread-eagled, threatened to rape and murder me and throw my body in the lake. So I was always a little nervous about doing another action. So one evening I was sitting at the campfire next to Z, who was a hardcore activist with a shaved head and a pierced tongue and a great big tattoo of a full moon with a witch on a broomstick flying across it. She was animatedly talking about how we needed to go and break into this base 15 miles away, and were we in, and I shouldn't have, but I said yes. It was the middle of the night when we arrived at the Atomic Weapons Research Establishment in Aldermaston, and there were no guards on duty, and I thought maybe we can get away with not being arrested, which was kind of the point of doing it. But anyway, we got in very easily with our bolt cutters. We crawled through some grass and then we walked around some buildings. There was one that had a great big sign outside that said, "Do not stand within 15 feet of this building with a lighted match," and there were little bunny rabbits hopping around inside, and there were garbage bags everywhere with big bright yellow radiation stickers on, and we saw in this outside storage area a Geiger counter and these white protective suits, and we just started to get freaked out and said, okay, we're out of here. I was very happy about that. As we were running back to get to the hole that we'd made to get in, we were stopped short by a sign on the grass that we'd crawled through earlier, and it said, "Restricted area, do not enter." On the way back to the peace camp in the escape car, we passed around a spliff, and with every puff, we grew more and more convinced that we'd been radiated. So I went down to the red telephone box on the local council estate just down the road from the peace camp, and I called Greenpeace. It was 3 in the morning, and a sleepy activist picked up the phone and listened to my story and said, "You know what, I think you might have been radiated, but the only way to find out if you have been radiated is to hand yourselves in and say what you did." I shouldn't have, but I said yes, put the phone down, picked it up again, called Newbury Police Station, and told the police officer on duty what we'd done, and said something I never thought I'd ever say: "Would you please come and arrest us?"